Those innocent eyes that smile on your face.
Hey Davionacraven, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I will be doing an anime recommendation part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notification bell so you be notified every time I post a new video. And comment down below a purple heart emoji for the hashtag Davionacraven, and give this video a big thumbs up. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so I will have the pictures over here on the screen. It's like 3 of them that I do not know how to pronounce. So I'm just going to let you know that ahead of time. I do not know how to pronounce some of them. And comment down below if you have seen these animations or if you didn't. So I can talk to some people who watch anime. I would like to connect to people who watch anime. So comment down below if you have seen some of these some of these animes or not. So let's get started. So the first one is Inuyasha. So if you see my last one, I probably already had said this in the last one, but I'm gonna say it again, only because I get a lot of questions about this show because this is my favorite anime and I watch this all the time. So I get a lot of questions about this anime all the time. Is like people always ask me, what am I watching? What's the show about? Like stuff like that. And most of the time people haven't like heard about Inuyasha before, and like I got a question just the other day by my boyfriend asking what animation is that, like he heard of it but never watched it, and asked me what's about and was it a good animation recommendation, because me and him both watch anime. So I got a question about that. So Inuyasha is about a half demon who meets this girl, a half demon named Inuyasha who meets this girl named Kagome, and then he meets a bunch of other people on his journey and stuff. And they go find these missing pieces called the secret jewel shard, because the girl in the show, the main character named Kagome, she shattered the jewel, so they have to go find all the pieces to get away from this bad guy named Naraku and fight demons and all this stuff along the way. So this show is Inuyasha, then it's Inuyasha the final act, which, excuse the background. It's Inuyasha the final act. The final act is where they do like from the beginning, from the first Inuyasha, they talk about like how they finally finish fighting Naraku, who's the main demon in the show that they find the whole entire show about. So they finally finish him off in final act and stuff like that. And then they have another show I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. Um, number 2 is Romantic Killer. Now I just recently started watching it, so if you've seen this one, tell me if you liked it or not, and do you think they should do a part 2? Because this show I really like, and they left it on a cliffhanger. Like they still have parts that they need to do, and when I go to look it up on Google, went to go look it up on Google to see if they were doing a part 2, they have nothing to say about if they're doing a part 2, but it's left on a part where cliffhanger where it needs a part 2. So this show is about it's about this girl who I don't want to give away the names because then it's gonna be like real hard. Like this one, I don't want to give away the name because then it's gonna be like telling the whole entire story. Only reason why I gave away the names in the first one because it's not telling too much about the story. Um, so this one is about this main character. She loves chocolate and video games. She like a tomboy. She loves chocolate and video game, and she closed off her heart to being in love and stuff like that. So I guess like this, she was playing a video game, and like this creator came, wizard creator thing came and made her like her parents leave and all this stuff, and her be left alone by herself and find find love between two guys and figure out who she loves and friendship and courage and all that stuff to figure out everything in her life. So yeah, this one is a good one to go watch. Now, this one I get asked a lot of questions, so let's start off. So this is number 3. If you haven't seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender, you need to go watch the Avatar: The Last Airbender, because they're coming out with a new Avatar: The Last Airbender series and movie. So you need to go watch this. And I'm pretty sure I heard that they're coming out with another Avatar after I say this one. They're coming out with another Avatar pretty soon, like either next year or this year. I have no idea. So if you want to keep up with me on anime, like me talk about what's the new upcoming anime they coming, or reacting to the new upcoming anime, comment down below and I'll do that. I'm like, any anime recommendations y'all want me to do, like anything that has to do with anime, comment down below if you're an anime fan, and I will more definitely do them, because anime, I love doing anime. So this is, so the Avatar Last Airbender, excuse me, the Avatar Last Airbender is about a person named Aang, who was a person named Aang who was in this block of ice, and he found by these two people named Katara and Sako, who are brother and sister from the South Water tribe, and he's the Avatar. So let's go a few years later. He moves to this place called Republic City, and when Sokka, Katara, all them, well, Katara was, yeah, all them and stuff like that, Katara and everything. So he has to find the next Avatar because he's dying. He has to find the next Avatar. So they find the next Avatar. He has to keep her protected and all this stuff. So the next Avatar becomes this girl named Korra, which is called The Legend of Korra. Now, I did this one in my last one. Like, a few of these I did this in my last one, but I get a lot of questions about these shows. Like people ask me all the time, what is The Legend of Korra? What is that? What is that? Like, from friends and family, they always ask me, what's that? Because everybody know I used to love, the Avatar used to be my favorite, one of my second favorite anime and stuff. So everybody always asking me what am I watching and stuff like that about this one too. So Korra, she basically like this, like, muscular stuff like that, muscular Avatar, like, who, like, she real independent. She don't like let people help her as much. She like to do stuff herself and stuff like that. And like in the beginning, she like do stuff herself, and then she learned how to rely on friends and all that stuff. So she like this Avatar who lives in this place called Republic City. She's a South Water tribe Avatar, and then she learned how to live in a moves to Republic City to get trained by her mentor, and who the mentor is actually the son of Aang, who's the other Avatar. So she got mentored by him, and then she learns how to do all her things. The only thing she know how to do is water and fire, and then she learned how to do earth bending, and she learned how to do air bending, and a bunch of other stuff going through along the way. And keep it close attention, because she learned how to do way more stuff than Aang could ever do, because some of the stuff that's in the show she never do. But it's a good show, it's funny, and yeah. The next one is Cammy Can't Communicate. Now this one is funny. It's funny, sad, and a good show. This show will all have you in all your emotions. Like, you will really be like all emotions for this show. This show will have you in circles for this show. You really will be like, wow, like, oh yeah, I can relate and stuff like that. So it's about me. I understand this show so much because I'm shy. So it's about this girl. This is how it was when I was in school. So it's about this show. Show. It's about this girl named Cammy. She real shy, but she also real popular as well. But she don't understand why she's real popular, and stuff like that. So she like really shy and popular at the same time. Like she only got like a few friends, but don't understand why everybody's so in love with her because she's so pretty and stuff like that. This show I can relate for being like real shy, but not the popular thing. I don't care about that. So she meets this guy. Like she started talking to this guy in her class who just moved there and started talking to him, and I might go back and watch this show. Start talking to him and everything, and it'd be like they become best friends, and then they also become love interests with each other too. But they never said why they like really said why they like each other. So she started talk. She really haven't talked in class and everything, and people was telling her she should be this, she should be that, and like people speaking up and talking for her, but she really scared to talk because like she got something happened where it closed her off from talking, so she really doesn't come. That's why she stopped communicating. But when she talks to the guy, she can only talk to the guy when they're on the phone. She can only talk to the guy and everything. So it's a lot. If I tell you more, it's gonna spoil the show. It's a lot, but it's a good show. It's on all these shows I recommended said are all on Netflix, by the way. Or if you have yeah, Netflix, and the shit's on I tell you everything. I'll tell y'all all at the end where all these shows are located on, because it's like a different apps where you can watch all these shows and stuff. So the next one is, I'm gonna just put it up here because I don't know how to say it, but it's about these kids who, okay, so if you have you ever seen Lucas the Seed that's on Disney Plus. I'm gonna put a picture of that too. So if you ever seen Lucas on Disney Plus, it's a show about, a movie about a boy who lives on in the sea and then goes up to Earth, like on the grounds, to live without being in the water. So basically, it's the same thing. So basically, it's about these kids who lived in the water and they went to school in the water and everything. And then one day, their school got destroyed. And they had to move from the water to the surface so they can do school and all that stuff, because that's the only school other option to go to because their school's destroyed. So on the other option, they have to go from home to the water to the sea, to surface and all that stuff. And they get along with the surface people. At first they didn't. Then they started getting along with the surface people, and a lot love interest and excuse me, a lot of stuff. So yeah, go check that out. It's a good anime. Um, this one I also can't say. So it's about this guy and this girl who are love girl who been friends since they was little, and come to find out they actually like each other but never said nothing to each other. Um, never said nothing to each other, and it's really good anime. Love, friends, school, all that stuff. Yeah. Um, Now this one I'm gonna have to explain a lot about. Like, okay, this one is a TV show called. Okay, this is number. By the way, this is number 7. This one is called Phase Zero. So this one has This one is kind of complicated for me because it's hard to really say which one is in order. So I think Phase Zero is the first one. So it's Phase Zero. It's like 10 of them, and it's like I think four movies. I mean 4 TV show series and 3 movies. Either 3 or 4. One of them. I think it's like 10 or 7 of them. One of them. I can't remember in order. So Phase Zero is about these people who got like these people who you summon, and then you become your master, and you supposed to be like in a faith order, and you supposed to fight all these faith and all these people to win the faith order and stuff like that. All that. So if you keep beating these people and you keep like beating the people or make alliance with the people, you can make alliance with the person to beat another person. It's kind of like like fighting stuff. Like you basically gotta make like you basically gotta like make like say like big if you ever seen the show called Big Brother, like you or Survivor, you gotta make alliance with these people to stay in the game. So basically, like they make alliance with a person just to stay inside the game and to fight the other next person that keep going on and stuff like that. Then they keep going on to the next person. Then when they stop with that, then they reset all over again in the next show. Like in the next series, they stop. Like they fight each other for the like first two seasons. The first two seasons they fight the same two people, like the same. They keep fighting. They fight the first time, then they continue the second thing to finish the whole show, and then the next series they fight. They start all over again and start from the bottom and get new master. The people get new masters. Like they some they new person who they want them to call master and all that stuff. So they start all over again. And every season they start all over again until the show is over with. It's a lot. Okay, so you remember when I said that we're gonna get back to the talking about Inuyasha. So this show is called Yashima. So okay, so let's get back to Inuyasha real quick. So Inuyasha and Kagome. So for y'all to understand, y'all have to go watch all Inuyasha, then final act, then this show. So watch them in order to understand, because if you don't watch them in order, you're not gonna understand the shows. You really have to watch these in order. So Inuyasha and Kagome, I'm just gonna say Inuyasha and Kagome, yes, they get together and they have a kid, and it's in this show called Yashima. So I get asked about this show a little bit too. So it's called Yashima, and it's about Inuyasha, Inuyasha Kagome daughter, and then Inuyasha has a brother in the show whose name is Shishomaru, and he has two twin daughters with a girl in the show of Inuyasha named Rin. He has two twin daughters with them two, and they all three of them in the show go fight and do stuff like kind of like what Inuyasha and his friends did in the Inuyasha series. They go do the same exact thing, and along the way they all looking for their parents because their parents disappear, and they all go look for their parents and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, go watch that show. It's very good. And comment below and tell me like how do you like, did you like these shows that I recommended? Okay, so this one is number 9, by the way. I'm not saying numbers, I just keep forget not to say numbers. So this one is called Snow White. It's called this Snow White with red hair. So, yeah, is okay, so this is called Snow White with the red hair. It's about a girl. I can't remember her name, but I'm gonna call her Snow White because I can't remember her name. Cause I ain't watched the show in so long, and I watch so much shows I forget the name. So her name is Snow White, and she like fighting and stuff like this, and then she meet this boy and stuff that she moves into the castle and ends up having to be like working, and they become like working and stuff like that, and they become good friends, and he also become like best friends, and then he become best friends with like his two other friends, and she got a girl best friend and another boy best friend, to like the whole like his friends become her best friends and protect her and always fight take care of her and stuff like that. She get kidnapped a lot in the show. Yeah, she get kidnapped almost like literally almost every episode she get kidnapped. So she get kidnapped, and then she works at like a nurse, type of thing. She helping like the people in the palace, because like this guy is like a king or whatever, and he's working like for the people in the palace and trying to make sure they safe and everything, all that stuff. So it's a really good show, and yes, it's a love interest show. The king and her are love interest. Just to put that out there. The next one is this will be the first to last. I'm gonna do a bonus one. The next one is called Fruit Basket. I might have said this one on my first anime part 1. I don't remember. Okay, it's a show called Fruit Basket. Let's start it off. It's about this girl who was living with her mom. Then her mom dies. And it was dies. Then she started living with her mom dies, and she was living with her mom in the woods. They was going like I don't know if they was living in the woods or they was just camping. I can't remember, because they just started off with them two in the woods, and she was living. And then she had moved in with her grandpa. Then her grandpa had told her she had to leave because her son's wife didn't like her, so she had to leave. and stuff like that. And then she ended up getting have to go back to the woods where her mom and her was last at the woods. And then when she go back to the woods, she meets this guy and his cousin, and them two are like these type of spirit animals, like different type of animals. So they can't like, so if you hug a girl, you turn into your spirit animal. So you can't have no physical altercation with no other female and stuff like that. If you hug a girl, you turn to your spirit animal. If you hug a boy, you turn to your spirit animal. So it was different for different people. So, and she couldn't tell nobody that they was the spirit animal. Then they had like a master there. Like all the spirit animals had like a main master that they had to talk about. And then they started off in the book because she was with her mom in the woods, and then they go back to when her mom was in the her mom was at home in the book, reading was at home in a book reading and stuff like that. And I don't she didn't live in the woods. She didn't live with her mom in the woods, but she was in the woods with her mom at a point where I think they went camping. So they was in the woods at a point. Then she just started living in the freaking woods after her mom dies. So because her mom got dies and stuff like that and all that. So that's a good one. Um, it's hard to explain this one. You're gonna have to watch it because it's two different ones. So, and the last one, this one is I don't know, over here on the screen. It's about this girl who like a gamer girl, and she like what like playing virtual reality. So she got a virtual reality set sent to her from her parents or grandparents, one of them. So I can't remember. She got a virtual reality set sent to her, and she started playing it. And every time she plays it, she really in the virtual reality set, and she goes around saving this town from this bad guy and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's the end of my recommendation. If you want to see a part 3 or anything else to do with anime and stuff, if you want me to react to like an anime, like react to anime watching the first and any of the anime, I'll do that. Just comment down below some animes to watch that I probably never watched before, and I'll watch the beginning first and stuff like that. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And comment down below and purple hearts so that you part the hashtag Davy game and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video.